Hello there, my friends. It's Lucca. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. This build is an abandoned building. It's essentially a building that has been abandoned. Maybe it was a part of, a factory, or it was a part of a bigger building, something like that. And essentially, it's a build where there's some runaway teens just squatting, essentially. So I thought there would be like 5 runaway teens that have just kind of like taken over this building that nobody cares about, and they're living here, and it's run down, but it's homey, it's cozy. And to be honest, y'all, this is kind of the build that I really enjoy. These kinds of builds, they're so fun, they're so full of character, and there's so much story that you can add on to them. It's a pretty simple shape overall. As you can see, I just did 2 rectangular shapes and then just added a little section there on the side, and that was it. Like, honestly, I didn't want to go too crazy complicated because I had this idea in my head, but I also didn't want to overcomplicate it, because I think overcomplicating stuff really it drives my perfectionism crazy, and it really does keep me from making anything. This home is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username luccaowens, that is LUCCAOWENS, as well as the hashtag Lucca. I really enjoyed this build a lot. It's not a starter home by any means, but I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of simoleons that there was, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was surprised that it was as cheap as it was. Essentially, it was just under 30K when I uploaded it to the gallery, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. I mean, realistically, if you had like 5 teenagers and you didn't really want to play with a lot of cheats, you could probably get to the point there, maybe. I don't know. But at the very least, it's good for storytelling, and it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's an abandoned building that has the very bare bones basics of survival. I did this little pond river kind of thing. We'll pretend that it's a stream that runs throughout Moonwood Mill, but I had a little bit of a pause here that I forgot to edit out, but we're gonna leave it, because you know what I was doing? I was watching more Orville Peck music videos, and I think I got distracted because I noticed that Trixie Mattel has her show on Discovery Plus called Trixie Motel, and she had like a couple videos on the Discovery Plus channel of her and Orville Peck like just vibing out on the show, and I just got distracted because, I don't know what it is. I've entered this new phase, this new era of my life, and Orville Peck is 100% just everything that I want to be, but also everything that I want. I'm just kidding. I'm not really kidding, actually. Never mind. But yeah, seriously, I've just been really enjoying his music, and I've just been listening to it a lot whenever I'm building, and it's been very comforting, but also energizing at the same time. So definitely check out Orville Peck. Really fun, really great. He's a country artist, he's queer, and yeah, it's awesome. But anyways, let's just do a little check-in. How are you all? How is everything? Are y'all doing well? I hope you're doing well, because I've been doing pretty good. I've been, focusing on some videos. I have been a little bit of a perfectionist lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of, hard on myself again, and I'm trying to get out of that. So, but yeah, I am getting back into the swing of things, of making content. I have been pretty inconsistent lately with just uploads and coming up with ideas and stuff, just because I get really like in my head about stuff, and I get really like, I don't know, I'm just gonna be totally transparent. I focus on the numbers way too much. If I see a video not doing well, I get really disappointed, and then it just kind of gives me like creator block, essentially, and I don't want that. I don't want to have myself experience that. So I'm just gonna try to keep pushing forward, take everything as a little bit of a learning experience, and just go from there. But I thought I would bring that up because this build honestly was kind of a really great way to get out of that building, like that creative block that I was in, because I actually went on YouTube and I was just like looking up ideas for builds, and I actually saw a couple people like Miss Griffey, and I think Simlacy did one. They did these abandoned like homes, and I was like, that's a really fun concept. So I kind of took it and twisted it into my own way and did this abandoned building, and I really love the vibes so much. It fits perfectly here in Moonwood Mill. Like the werewolves pack came in so much handy. Came in so much handy. Came in handy today. And I really I love grungy rundown builds because they have so much character, they have so much story. There's a vibe that it has that I can't quite explain. Also, side note, this chair, is it from City Living? I think it is. That blue chair, that blue dining chair that I used. This swatch in particular just fit perfect in with the vibes of Moonwood Mill. God, that is so hard for me to say. It is Moonwood Mill. Whoever came up with that name, I love the name, by the way. It's a vibe, it's a moment. But it is so hard for me to say quickly. I'm like, Moonwood Mill. But anyways, that chair, great. Has a little moon on it. Real cute. I love it. But I loved using the couch from the werewolves pack. And I tried to use a mixture of different packs because I have been doing some base game only builds here on the channel. I will actually put that in the iCard right now if you want to go check that out. Definitely recommend watching it. I'm honestly just going to start shouting out my own content because I'm just trying to, just hype myself up a little bit because, I've been doing some pretty good builds lately. I'm not going to lie. I've been really enjoying them, and I think that I did a pretty good job. But definitely go check out those base game only builds because they're along the same kind of idea of, these builds with character that are not exactly like these pristine suburban homes, but they have a lot of character and a lot of just charm to them. And if you got to this part of the video, I know we're not at the end yet, but if you got to this part of the video, why don't you comment? How about you comment cowboy? I don't know, just because I was talking about Orville Peck earlier. But, and if you would like to, oh God, I really hate doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you would like to, just please hit the like button. It would really support me and really help my channel out. It genuinely does support me and, just gives my little thing a boost, it helps me out too because it lets me know that you all are enjoying this kind of video. So yeah, there's that. The bathroom is pretty simple. Honestly, I can imagine having 5 Sims living here. This is going to be one of those, bathrooms that's going to be overrun. But I put one of the showers from the Discovery University pack because technically your Sims can be walked in on while they're using that shower and it doesn't bother them, I think. Yeah, it doesn't bother them, I'm pretty sure. It's like the outdoor shower from the, what is it called, Island Living pack. It's kind of like that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. And realistically, I know they wouldn't have a washer or dryer here, but maybe they do and it's just really old, but we only have the one kind in The Sims 4, which is kind of sad. I remember back in the day in The Sims 3, there was different kinds of washing machines and dryers. It was different qualities. So the cheapest ones, sometimes they would start rattling and moving and your Sims could go and push down on it and kind of control it a little bit. And then the newer ones had perks and stuff like that, but we only have the one kind in The Sims 4. I mean, to be fair, it was from a stuff pack, so there's not really a whole lot that you can ask from it, but still, I would love to have some different aesthetics at least. At the very least, the swatches that I used, they actually have a little coin slot on them, so it looks like they're paid ones. I liked that little detail. I thought that was kind of cute, but I wish we just had the basic, those bare basics, top loader washing machines. I have that in my own house and they're brand new almost. But yeah, I used a lot of assets from the werewolves pack, some stuff from the high school years pack. I didn't limit myself whatsoever because the vibe was calling my name and I couldn't limit myself to just one pack for this vibe. I used a mixture of all sorts of things. Those tarp curtains from the werewolves pack, oh my gosh, they came in such handy in this build. And here is the upstairs where all the beds are going to be. Now, I didn't put up any walls in here. I did put a few columns, but essentially what I did was I tried to use objects to kind of sort of separate the space out a bit, just so that it wasn't unpleasant to play in. I didn't block it off too much, but it was just it's a fun vibe up here. It's very open and communal communal, and I don't know, I really, really enjoy it. And I tried to use like the cheapest beds as well. I was going to use that one from high school years. I was like, that's too nice. So I just tried to use some beds that looked like they were either just cots or just really old beds that may have already been here. They're all from different packs, all from different things. Yeah, like this one cot here is from I'm pretty sure, what's it called? Oh gosh, I don't remember what it's called now, but it's that kids like kit that came out recently. It's like the camping kit, little campers kit. Is that what it's called? I think so. But yeah, there's that one. I used one from Get to Work. That's like that jail bed. I don't know. I just try to mix it up, and mixing up different packs and stuff really does help kind of create a different atmosphere than if you just used a few packs or just one pack even. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This kind of idea, this like vibe that I was trying to get, it's not directly taken from it, but it is inspired kind of slightly from the show Shameless. There is like a UK version, but I'm watching the US version, of course. But I haven't watched it from the beginning or anything like that. I've just been kind of jumping in and watching a couple episodes with my boyfriend while he watches it. I'm just gonna say I really enjoy the show. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me tell you, there's a lot in this show, but it's pretty fun, and like the characters are really comical and very like all over the place, and I don't know, it's very inspiring for The Sims. I'm not gonna lie, because you know what, we love drama in The Sims. Us introverts with boring lives, we love to have drama in The Sims, and Shameless is like the epitome of that. It's like every time you turn around, there is some kind of drama, some kind of trauma happening. There's just so much going on. And so like it was kind of inspiring to build something of the sort that is for a bunch of just, you know, runaway teenagers with no parents looking after them. Like I kind of liked that vibe, because that's kind of what's going on in Shameless. Like kind of, but not really, because like obviously Fiona, she's like the oldest and she's like an adult, but still it's like that kind of vibe. But yeah, I really had fun with this. I don't know what else to say. I've kind of lost steam, but I did try to put a few like what's it called, skill building and like activities up here. I didn't put a computer. I put a desk so that if maybe they save up enough money to get a computer, they can. But I just made sure to put plenty of bookshelves, and I put an easel. I think I put a guitar. I was gonna put this weightlifting thing, but I was like, you know, probably not the kindest thing to have in a bedroom, because I can imagine if anybody is trying to relax, sleep, and someone is like, I'm gonna work out, like that would be silly. And I know that realistically in The Sims, I don't think they care, but I just, in my head, I'm like, oh, if a Sim does this, it's gonna be loud and they're just gonna wake someone up. So I'm probably not gonna put it there. I also imagined like quite a few of them knit and like cross stitch and stuff. It's like, I don't know, maybe they're all like kind of crafty and they're all just trying to make ends meet by selling stuff on Plopsy. I don't know, you never know. Like I really like the idea of these Sims just kind of making the best of what they got. And maybe there's some drama, maybe there's not any drama, maybe they're just here and they're just thriving, you know, who knows? It doesn't matter. But I hope you all enjoyed this build. Do let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, as well as leave any build suggestions whatsoever. Like, please do leave any suggestions. Even if I don't do them, they're still going to inspire me sometimes, because sometimes I'm out of ideas, and going to the comments is a great way to kind of boost that creativity. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Once again, just hit the like button and share it on Twitter or whatever, Pinterest, or you don't have to do any of that. You can just literally just like the video, and subscribe if you are a new viewer. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lucca. I'm kind of weird and all over the place. I have ADHD, so good luck. But anyways, I'm kidding. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. That is everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I will speak to you all next time. Goodbye, my friends.